Yo! Upload. How's everyone doing? Another day, another warm up. Capturing display. All right. Hey, morning. Why isn't 1 second. Okay, the stream is working, but OBS doesn't want to load the chat. Hey, good morning. How's it going? No, it's the OBS that's messed up. Oh, come on. It doesn't... Always something. How's it going? How's it going, peoples? I'll figure it out how I can see the chat without seeing it in OBS. It's no problem. How's it going? What's the topic? What should I draw today? Wonder if I do this. Nope. Anyways, any suggestion is welcome. I'm all ears in terms of what you want me to draw. And there I have the chat. I fixed it somewhat. A hack of sorts. Give me your suggestions and I'll draw it. Coin toss. Same old. Can you guys hear me? It works, everything is as it should, or is there problems? Surprise, surprise. Yellow dog. Okay. You know, Captain Boss, if you're gonna be number one today, you're gonna... I don't know what's a yellow dog on aircraft carrier is. Is it the thing that pulls the aircraft? Spiral of horror. Oh, that's nice. And good morning. I have started to prepare the words I'm going to talk on the lecture next week. T of forgetfulness. Captain Boss. Oh, don't you worry, man. Don't you worry. Everything's going to be all right. All right, so we got yellow dog, spiral of horror, T of forgetfulness. Let's roll the dice. Is it showing? Yes. All right. Wait, let's do this and then that and clear. Hey, Eternal Lady, how's it going? Throw the dice. Number 6, which is T of forgetfulness. As in, we have 3 topics split in 3. T of forgetfulness. It is. I'm always the light at the end of your tunnel. Let's see here. T of forgetfulness, but by Zealand 64. Ooh. Captain, oh Captain. All right. Tea of forgetfulness. Should I do a study of a teacup of sorts, a mental study of a teacup. Tea of forgetfulness. How is a brew of forgetfulness? What does it look like? Why does it make you forget? Tea of forgetfulness. Should we do like a OP teacup? Ornate OP teacup. Okay, let's do that. Tea of forgetfulness. I mean, forgetfulness, I mean, how do we communicate forgetfulness? Is it just an elaborate teacup? Is it the shape of the teacup that has like Z's on it? Snoozing Z's, you know, snoring. Or is it I mean, we could do it like someone passed out. Yeah, I mean, obviously the liquid has to be not like normal tea, right? And for the teacup, we could do like an elaborate teacup just for the sake of, you know, fanciness. I mean, what things do I know that's associated with sleeping? In Sweden, there was this guy that threw sleeping sand in your eyes, called Jon Blund. And if you got his sand in your eyes, you were done for, right? You were gonna go to bed. He was like, now you're gonna sleep. A handful of sand in your eyes. I don't know, Zelin, why I'm saying sleeping. It's a good point. Because I'm stupid? Because I'm not reading correctly, probably. Is that the best best answer? You are absolutely correct, Zelin. Forgetfulness, not tiredness. T is working, definitely working already. So forgetfulness, you don't remember. I actually can't explain why I was talking about sleeping. But like I said, because I'm stupid, most likely. So forgetting, you don't have a memory. That could be, I mean, how do you communicate? I mean, memory, it could be like a prism, right? Like a prisma, that it has many facets, like memories, right? Like time. It could be some gooey looking concoction. Hey, Cosmoverse, how's it going? But yeah, I'm an idiot. True. Brainworms. I mean, forgetfulness. I mean, it could be either you will forget or you will decrease your forgetfulness. But obviously, it has to be more like brainworms or forgetting, right? It has to be a negative connotation to it, just because, you know, why do something positive? How can we communicate forgetting? I mean, it could be like an evil I mean, forgetting, being lost in thoughts, it's confusion. It could be, you know, the dark arts. We could make the cup black rather than white. I mean, obviously, white is a bit. It's associated with cleanliness and purity, and the light side. I mean, we could go join the dark side. A black cup of forgetfulness. Yeah, exactly. A black hole. Exactly. Cosmoverse. Oh, really? That's great. Glad to hear you're moving on. Yeah, I think like a void, right? A black hole. That's you. You're forget. You're being forgotten. You're. Yeah, I think that's probably the best. I mean, you don't want to drink pitch black tea. You know you're not gonna have a good time. Black with sugar and I forgot. That's a nice one. That's a good one. It's good. Brilliant, even. I think I will shift the hue to more foreboding evilness instead of welcoming warmth. I mean, it could be. We could also do like a little bit of story, right? If we're gonna do it like card art, you can't just have the cup, right? You gotta have elements that narrates the story. It siphons your memory. That's pretty cool. It's like that made me think about Labyrinth. Like, isn't in that one where you no. It's not Labyrinth. It's never-ending story, right? That you shouldn't forget, or they will cease to exist, right? Isn't that how it was in Never-ending Story? Remember. Was the boy's name Atreyu, or was that the horse? I can't remember. Oh no! I have been drinking the tea of forgetfulness because I can't even remember English. Right. So my idea here, right, what I'm going to try to do is Atreyu was the horse. Yeah, I think so too. So the thing of narrative I'm going to try to do here, right, is I'm going to hue shift the pen. This is going to be a pen, and the idea is like he's taking notes, right, and then he stopped writing, and then blob of ink. Like he's forgotten. He or she has absolutely forgotten. I was kind of lying down in the chair. I think it was the horse as well. Yeah, Atreyu. So you drink this tea, you forget everything, and in that way, the narrative we can pull on the narrative outside of the cup. So the cup can be foreboding and looking vicious, right? The tea, the brew itself can be pitch black, like the night, like a black hole of forgetfulness. And then we have the paper and the text next to it to enhance the message, right? I think that works in terms of narrative. I think it definitely sends the message about that it's not just a normal cup of tea, right? Yeah. Maybe some mornings after a party you would want to have a drop or two to just kind of block out block your idiotic comment out from last night. Oh, why did I say that? I mean, that's a. I mean, that's could be. I mean, if we think about what you wrote and what Zealin wrote, maybe there is something they want to forget with this tea, like my funny joke about idiotic um, comment. I mean, it could be like lost love, like unattained love, right? It could be a broken wedding band on the cup, like you lost your loved one or whatever, and you don't want to remember the tragedy, and you drink it to forget the loss. I mean, that could also be. It doesn't need to be nefarious, right? It doesn't need to be evil. I think that's we in the game industry tend to go that route, like the evil route, because opposition is cool. Opposition is an easy tool to use to convey an idea. Happy face, sad face. I mean, happy face, sad face is a little bit more theater for me. It reminds me of the scope of acting rather than let's forget. I mean, yeah. I mean, the idea of it is good. Like there's before and after, more or less. But if we go down the before and after route of communicating the idea of the teacup, I mean, we could have day and night. No. Yeah, I mean, it's a really tricky one. Like, how do you go about communicating that in a clean and efficient way, where there's really no confusion about that the brew is about forgetting. I mean, if you look at this image, we still just like neutrally looking at the image, we don't necessarily get the idea that this potion you forget. It's like, yeah, it looks like a elaborate cup, and whatever that tea is, I don't want to drink it. But that doesn't necessarily mean signal like forgetting. So what else do we know about that's about forgetting? I mean, troubled heart, you don't want to remember, painful memories, pirate treasure, secret deals. How can we communicate that on the cup itself. Is there any story characters, you know, like what's it called? Educational bedtime stories, whatever they're called. Lore of sorts. Is there any that has about with memory? Harpy Bjorn. Yeah, hits like. Do you remember hits like Harpy Bjorn and Tea of Forgetfulness? Art on the cup, a skull, a symbol, or something else. Yeah, Cosmoverse. I mean, that's true. Cosmoverse. That's a good item to add to the narrative of the image, but that doesn't necessarily explain the cup itself, right? We are making the image more elaborate and with more narrative to explain the abstract tea of forgetfulness, right? I mean, here we can have, you know, like a person, a photograph of a person, some lost love or missing child or whatever. Maybe it is a little bit like overstating to cram it all in the cup, but there has to be some symbol, right? Skull head being empty. Yeah, I mean, skull is always associated with death, always. Then the black goo is transformed to potion of death, and then the narrative turns to last will, broken heart, suicide, right? It's the same kind of elements in the narrative that could easily be associated with a suicide cup. We don't want to do that. We want to communicate on the will to forget, right? Forgetfulness. Could be a broken heart. I mean, a broken heart would explain more, but it would also kind of hint like, is it suicide? Where are we with time? A third left of time. Shit. I think I need to move this to over here. How about a blank face? Hey, so-called me, welcome back. Hey, Artie, what up? A brain? Zialin, wow, that's a bit dark. A brain? What a so I mentioned the blank face. What if we do like a mask without the face? You know, so that in a way it turns you neutral, right? Monkey see monkey. Oh. I mean, to be fair, That would probably be the best solution. Actually, you might be right, Zealin. That might actually be the best way to communicate what this tea does. But obviously not a monkey, because then it would take it to comedy. And I don't necessarily think we need to take it to like the comedical English to the funny. Just lower the quality of my English. Why don't you? A goldfish memory. Comical, Amir, indeed. Probably. A goldfish, that's actually pretty funny. I like a goldfish. That's actually quite poetic as well. I think Frenchifrencha, you hit it the nail on the head. That's perfect. We gotta add a goldfish. Goldfish. That's insanely clever. Now it's just I needed to remember what a goldfish looked like. And so it just doesn't turn into a fish. I mean, goldfish are quite fat, right? And they have these trailing fins. Or is that more like Asian goldfish? Shit. What does a goldfish look like? What does a goldfish? I have to Google. Sorry. It just turns into koi. Goldfish. Okay. Yeah, way more plumper. That's a goldfish. I was way off. I made mine, like I said, into a koi. You see, people, whoever says that you shouldn't use references is a liar. You should use references when you're trying to depict something. That you don't know anything about. It's a nice one, Zealand. Frenchifrencha. Yeah, exactly. Cosmoverse. Yeah, if you don't use ref, your horse will look funny. I couldn't even agree more. Okay, time's running out. 5 minutes left. Ah, panic. I just want to have some light, like embossing. Yeah, those eyeball goldfishes are hilarious. I love them. There are black ones as well, which are even worse. They are really, really funny. Okay, let's see. I think we more or less got everything in terms of narrative down now, thanks to Frenchifrencha, who suggested the goldfish. We absolutely nailed it. I mean, I came up with it. Who Frenchifrencha? Who? What? So called me. Yes. Yeah. Oh, Frenchifrencha and the rest of the chat. I made you some tea. Ah, don't no, don't worry about it. It's on me. It's my pleasure. I mean, just drink up, drink up. I'll tell you all about it after you had had a sip. But drink. Hey Miguel, how's it going? What's up? What's a nice mug? Yeah. Thank you. I think this stream was a fantastic collaboration of creative minds coming like at the very end to the conclusion of what's the best combination of shapes and ideas. Fantastic. Couldn't be happier. What did we do? The huh? What? You know, there is certain painters who have this like broken edge, like a undefined edge that I just absolutely love. What they always do is like they they smudge edges and just make it all like snazzy and nice looking and artsy. And I personally, I absolutely love that. And I don't think I do that enough at all. I know that a lot of people like they go over their painting with like artsy brushstrokes, smudges here and there to have edge control. And I mean, to be fair, it makes your painting look better. It looks like you are an extremely skilled painter and you know exactly how to make these textural brush marks that just elevates the painting to higher heights. But what you've actually done in the end was you've deliberately uglied your painting up in a tactical way so it actually looks better. But a lot of people do that. A lot of people do these kind of artsy touches. And then everyone was like, oh, look at those brush marks. Like, how? How? And then you go like, oh, you know, it's all about building the image up correctly. It's about tactical use of texture brushes. Don't look at my replay, my VOD. Yeah. 10 things about edges. Yeah, it's a nice one. We should actually study that on some warm-up. Time is up. So that was Tea of Forgetfulness by Zealin. I like it. I like the journey we had together, the process of figuring out together. I like that a lot. And I mean, it could have gone many different routes if we would have jumped on the first ideas, and that's the dangers of like jumping the gun. That there's a huge risk of you're diluting the message, or you're taking a path you shouldn't have taken, even though the idea itself is good, but might not fit, right? And I think today was a good example of showing restraint until we finally had the solution, which is a thing you have to practice, actually. I mean, we could have easily jumped on the monkeys see, hear, and talk. We could have done the two happy, sad. We could have done skull. We could have done a brain. We could have what else did we go? I think some more thing. I mean, all of them would probably not have ruined the image, but would definitely have shifted the image. And I think this combination is a cool combination. I like it. But anyways, the stream is over. Let's find some person to pass on the love on to. Maddie is just starting out some traditional stuff, so let's rate Maddie. Have a great day, everyone. Good night if you're that part of the world. Tomorrow is Feedback Friday, so if you want to have anything commented on the stream, make sure you hashtag FF on Discord, and I will take a look at it on tomorrow's stream. Good night. Have a great day. All right. And let's raid. Outro and then raid. Toodles.